Good afternoon. I just made me some breakfast and I just wanted to talk about something. So, life gets hard sometimes. My life is perfectly okay right now. I'm very content in where I'm at in life. But, life does get hard sometimes. And I have no doubt that I'm going to continue to face hard situations and unfamiliar, uncomfortable situations that are unfamiliar to me, where I have to adapt and overcome them as I've done before. And I'm making this video to point out to myself that something I'll never understand is why people give up. Why would you give up? Why would you quit? Many people go through battles. Everybody goes through battles. And I get it. I've wanted to give up many times. Someone knows that really well. But I came out on top. And by giving up, I don't mean just like quitting a hobby. I've quit hobbies. I mean, by giving up, I mean to stop living. Why would you give up? It gets hard. I know it does. And I know a lot of people have had it harder than I have, much harder. So who am I to judge? But this is me saying to not give up, because you can get through anything. Shit happens, right? But the shit that happens, it's strong enough to sweep you off your feet, but it's not strong enough to pin you down on the ground. People get into dark spots in life, holes. They dig down, they dig deep. But with a hole, there's one entrance and one exit, and it's out the exact same spot you came in. You just have to climb up. That's all you have to do. You might fall for a long ass time, and you might fall hard, but the same way you got down there, it's the same way you have to get back up. I want to make this video to not only encourage people, but this is a personal thing for me, because I want to apologize to some people. I just hit my head recently. I've done people wrong, I've done people dirty. Everybody has, well, a lot of people have. I'm no exception. And made a lot of mistakes, obviously, and I've dragged a lot of things to a point where they didn't need to be. Let's take Jessie, for example. This girl I liked a lot. She broke up with me in October. It's been almost exactly a year now, when I remember. She was like, hey, this ain't working. Like, I think it's best that we separate. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I was not cool with that. It took me months to finally actually separate from her. And a lot of that was my fault. But to be fair, I was placed in a very unfamiliar situation I never thought I'd see myself in. I was placed in a very uncomfortable foreign situation that I didn't know how to respond. So the way I responded, it was not effective. It was effective in ways, but it was not beneficial. It was not optimal. But I learned that the hard way. And it doesn't matter which way you learn it. It matters that you learned it, so that you go forward to not repeat the same mistakes. And I went forward and I grew, I evolved, and I haven't made a similar mistake like that since. One thing that didn't happen to me is that I did not lose 100%. I lost 99. I was at 1%. I had like 1% left in me. And that's all I needed. That's all it took for me to get from there to where I am now. It's a process. It's a process. But a process with a start and an end. Actually, I take that back. Life is a process, but life has an end, but it doesn't. Your process keeps going until the very day you die. Until you die, you're still changing. Not even just 1%, even less than 1%, you're still changing every day. So if you're gonna change, why not change for the better? That's all I have to say. Peace out.